Alright, now those videos that I shot earlier of Canna BLiss in the force, that was earlier. I got my phone charged up a little bit, like 30%. And I was like, this is going to be the most vital clip, right? Because I don't think I even spoke on this. As you are on your SR journey, bro, cannabis is needed and required, right? But it ain't really needed. But if you want to go to these other realms and other dimensions of yourself and your other cells and shit like that, right? So, all right, you already know that celibacy, saving this life force essence, it coats your eyes, right? And that's what prevents you from getting that blue film around your eye. Because I had a family member, not to knock them, not to shit on them, but let's just be honest, you know, I learned. I had a family member that just loved watching Pornhub. I mean, probably do it every day. But I know this family member will watch Pornhub so much they wanted to share their booty videos with me. I was like, hell nah, nigga. Because you didn't watch that DVD. You got all your meat beater juice on that goddamn disc. And I'm not trying to be doing that with you, bro. I'm not trying to be touching none of that. I'm not trying to touch another man's slime. I'm not, bitch. I got my own slugger. Fuck you talking about? You hear me? And I'm like, see, that family member, he had got cataracts. And he started to get this blue film around his eyes. And one day he asked me to take him to the hospital. Because, you know, he had to go get eye surgery and shit to get that blue film removed from around his eye. But the reason why that blue film was even built up, because he was taking away the lubrication and the coating that goes within the eyes. As you start to save this life force essence, it drives all throughout the body. It coats all the organs. You know what I'm saying? It even give you a extra layer of protection. This life force essence, right? Because when I'm on this life force essence, bro, I can feel it all in my eyes. That's when you get the glow, not only on the skin, but it also thrives through the windows of the soul, right? That's how people definitely know you on SR, bro. Now, cannabis itself, especially when you eat it, right? Especially when you eat it and you drink it, but definitely when you eat it by the boatloads. You know what I'm saying? Cut a little bit, get a gram, and sprinkle it through your salad. You know what I'm saying? You're going to cook you a little something. You're going to bake a little something. Sprinkle a little bit in the mix. Why you about to go ahead and do what it do before you let it, what? Let it marinate. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Vamos. So boom, you feel me? Ariel, hold on one more time. Lights, camera, action. Eat it. Ah, Ariel. I love that shit. You know we stay cutting up. Freddy Krueger. Ain't no Freddy Krueger versus Edward Scissorhands, bitch. It's Freddy Krueger fused with Edward Scissorhands. That's some dangerous, precise ass cuts. You hear me? Because Fred is sloppy. Edward Scissorhands, he's neat as fuck. But let's neatly finish this fucking. You hear me? This shit here. You hear me? So look, bro. When you smoke cannabis, bro, when you eat it, it coats your eyes well, bro. Because you already know that the cannabis, it relieves you from building up, having glaucoma. You understand what I'm saying? Having cataracts, even losing the magnetism in the eyes, even having, you know what I'm saying, having the strength of the eyes. You can see people that have weakness in their eyes, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember one day, bro, I was staying with my OG. Shout out to my OG, man. Shout out to Miss Karen. I love you, baby. You feel me? The ups and downs and all around. I love you, baby. Shout out to Miss Karen, my OG, you heard me? But Miss K, OGK, Miss Karen, you heard me? She was like, I walked in the room one day, right? Because I decided not to smoke cannabis the night before. But what I did take, I had took some ginseng extract, the liquid form, right? I forgot what variation it was, but I just know it was ginseng extract. Nigga went to the gas station. I got it. It tasted nasty, but I was working at California Pizza and I needed that fire. I needed that jump because I'm not about to drink no coffee and shit. And when I drank that ginseng extract and I went to sleep, because I was going to go to sleep, right? But something told me to drink it before I go to sleep, because if you drink it a little bit before you about to go to sleep, nigga, you going to be powered up type shit, sensu bean type shit. So I drank that ginseng extract, and the next rotation I woke up, my OG was like, what's going on, bushy tail and bright eyes? And I was like, I ain't never heard nothing like that before. I had to go Google that shit. And it was just like, yeah, you're very vigorous and you're very vibrant. And cannabis can add that to you. But at the same time, if you overdo it, smoking in any nature, if it's not even cannabis, but if it's cannabis, it can help the aura field to a certain degree, but also it could poke holes in the aura field, right? So that's another downplay about cannabis, because when you on this life force essence and you building up your life force, your layers of your aura, you know, motherfuckers come around just the aura form and shit. You hear me? I just call that shit stealing sauce, but that's the lingo these kids using today, aura forming. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? That cannabis, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, it's gonna lubricate on the different level, bro. Because when I'm on SR, bro, I could feel that my body's being lubricated with my lubrication, which is my life force essence, right? Now, when it comes to eating, drinking, or smoking cannabis, it also lubricates the organs, the bodies, the CB1 and the CB2 receptors that's required to help you heal, right? Because we have an endocannabinoid system, whether you indulge in it or not, and you can activate that through yoga, meditation, and breath work, and other different accolades as well, right? But in order to stay in that mind state of bliss, you can activate that without psychedelics, and that's going through, you know, that's taking a test without cheating. That means you really studied and shit. You know what I'm saying? You were really paying attention to the lessons and shit. You know what I'm saying? And because I went to Hawaii and shit, and shout out to Miss Naya. Shout out to Miss Naya, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but she was one of my teachers, right? And she was a shapeshifter, insectilian. You know, if you want to be proper about it and be nice about it, she was a Chinese lady. But this is not to divide anything about her, because she taught me something about how to move my energy. When I was in Hawaii, they taught me a lot about energy without telling me that they was teaching me. But if you pay attention energetically, you know what I'm saying, you'll get it. So what Ms. Nia was teaching me was how to expand and how to contract and sharpen and contrast my nin, aka my chi, my life force essence. And then I was like, damn, I went to Hawaii. I was like, nigga, why everybody out here doing Qigong or doing yoga or doing some type of Tai Chi or, you know? I was like, bro, this is beautiful. I love Hawaii, even though they probably hated my motherfucking ass. But I was grateful that I could learn from them without them, you know what I'm saying? And Miss Naya, she was like, you could come. The classes are free. We just ask that you participate. That's all. But you can come and you don't have to pay. And I was like, word, these classes is free? She was like, yeah, we do this every Wednesday. Because I used to go in her spot and sleep in a spot. And then one day she was like, can I have this spot? Because we about to work out and do some Tai Chi. But she was like, nigga, I'm not even asking you. I'm telling you, get the fuck out the spot, nigga. We about to get it in. And she was like, he always here. So she took it upon herself, like, you know what? It looked like he needed anyway. Everything happened for a reason, right? So I did do one session. And after I left her, I met another teacher. And he didn't even talk to me, but he was like, I know I ain't going to talk to you and you ain't going to talk to me. Because shit, you know, you a lion and whatever he is, he's a dragon, a Chinese, whatever, where you might be. You know what I'm saying? But he would show me, he would show me his stretches and he would show me what he doing with his energy. And I was like, damn, bro, if you pay attention, it ain't going to cost you. But if you don't pay attention, that shit going to cost you. You feel me? And I was like, bro, it's beautiful how these people teaching me, because people know I don't like to be told what to do. But I mean, if it's gonna be for my better good, my higher good, and to benefit me and you and the world, I'ma shut the fuck up and I could be humble. But I don't like when motherfucker try to humble me. I ain't with that shit, bitch. So, you know, that's the long way, right? The shortcut is going through psychedelics and using cannabis as one of the routes, right? So with the cannabis, yes, it's an up and down effect. You know when you need it, you know when you don't need it, because it could throw you off your algorithm and shit, right? So when it comes to smoking the cannabis, bro, like I said, it coats the eyes. It alleviates you from getting cataracts. You know what I'm saying? It alleviates you from getting glaucoma and shit. You know what I'm saying? The cannabis, it feeds the eyes. And if you don't want to go the cannabis route, you could get this herb called Eye Bright and use it lightly. And then you could create eye drops, because we have to be constantly feeding our mind, body, and souls these different energetic variations, from crystals to solids to liquids to vapors, because it's earth, wind, and fire. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, when it comes to cannabis and being on your life force journey and shit, it could help you and it could hurt you, because okay, it's a psychedelic vibe, right? So if you already naturally built up your psychedelic vibe, your psychedelic projections, I don't want to say projections, but protection, and all your other different psychedelic methods without taking psychedelics, but doing it through the variations of different accolades and activities that you activate. You understand what I'm saying? That'd be the best route, you know, because when you go ahead and try to put that cannabis on, it's gonna alternate your whole state, bro. You know what I'm saying? I noticed and I realized it a lot of times and shit. You dig? But it's very much beneficial to you while you're on your journey, you know. But everything in moderation. Like I said, you may need to eat it one trip. You might need to smoke it. You might need to drink it. Everything in moderation. But listen to what the body is telling you. You might need it in the herb form. You know what I'm saying? So you can rub it on the body and shit like that, or rub it on your temples instead of smoking, drinking, or eating it. You could rub it on your temples. If you're a true chosen one, you know you're supposed to be anointing that spot in the middle of your brows, right? So I don't want to make this video too long, but yeah, bro. It can poke holes in your aura field, smoking cannabis, right? And that's when you can be attacked very heavily with psychic projections and other psychic attacks and evil eyes and stuff like that, right? Because it increased that psychedelic field. And we know that we are in spiritual times of spiritual warfare, right? This is World War III, it's psychological warfare. So you want to make sure your psyche is at its highest, at its greatest, and at its best. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got energy vampires, you got leeches, you got motherfuckers trying to project shit on you, trying to whisper shit, using telepathy, using synthetic telepathy, NK Ultra, all type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you got to think about it, bro. This plant is really, really beneficial and great. I went to jail a couple times for shit. I went to jail a couple times for weed, bro. And think about back in the day, how niggas was doing life, years, and 10, 25, these little small synthesis, because they had the real cannabis. If you get, niggas not worrying about riding around with no cannabis from the dispensary, because they already know it's poison, nigga. Yeah, it do got some benefits in it, but in the long run, it's poison, bro. Anything that's coming from the government, nigga, come on now. Anything the FDA approved, I think the opposite. You know what I'm saying? It's disapproved. These niggas approve milk. All that shit that be on the shelf that be sitting, long ass shelf lives, but the FDA approved that shit. Nigga, the universe and God and Mother Nature don't approve it. Nigga, I went to Jamaica. I'll never forget how it was when I smoked that bud compared to the American bud. I remember, nigga, when I was living in St. Thomas, nigga, and I smoked cannabis. And that was like in March. Bro, a whole different feel, vibe, and energy, spectrum compared to smoking America cannabis or even dispensary cannabis. Now, if you got somebody in the hood that be growing their shit, yeah, you gonna get that shit. But that dispensary shit, that's a no-go, bro. But yeah, bro, cannabis is very beneficial to you while on your journey, and it could be very harmful to you as well. You just got to remember the times, even though times don't exist, but respect the moments in which method is required for whatever ritual or whatever you got going on to keep you in your natural homeostasis level, right? So cannabis is very beneficial, bro. You know what I'm saying? Open gateways, open portals, but at the same time, shit, I'm gonna tell you this. Shit. I remember 2 people in my life told me not to smoke cannabis, bro. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. Because they know this shit not the same no more. But, everything in moderation. Shit, when I get some funds and shit, I'm gonna probably go get me some cannabis while I'm out here. That's what I was saying, bro. And another beneficial thing about when you traveling and you smoke cannabis and you go into a land that you never been to before, if you smoke that cannabis in that land you never been to before, like, bro, breath work is prana. Air, oxygen is nothing but information of that environment. So whenever you install that plant through burning, drinking, consumption in any form or fashion, you start to have more of an engagement and lock in with that realm of reality. And also, I saw it on a movie. I wanted to add it in the clip, but I can't even think about what movie that was. But I saw this chick, she had went to like a land, she couldn't even understand what the fuck they were saying. And I'm pretty sure it was cannabis, but they didn't say it was cannabis nor showed it. And she had smoked the plant. And then she was able to understand their language and all of that type of shit. You feel me? So, that means she made the covenant with those entities, right? And you got to keep that in mind too. You could be inviting demons in your brain and shit, depending on who rolled and who grew that cannabis. Because dispensary cannabis is straight witchcraft to the max. Bad witchcraft. You're going to be like, all witchcraft bad. I mean, to be honest, bro, they got some good witchcraft and they got some bad witchcraft. But at the end of the day, nigga, these words cast spells. Let's just move on, right? So, yeah, bro, cannabis is gonna be beneficial to you, bro. Like I say, not yet alone this SR, this life force essence, your sacred secreted fluid, right? It coats the eyes. It adds an extra layer of lubrication. And I feel it. Because when you drain, bro, when you bust, you can feel all that shit going and alleviating and leaving all the spectrums throughout the body, dog. So when I smoke cannabis, bro, I feel it coating my eyes. I feel it. When I eat it, drink it, smoke it, or rub it on my temples, or put it and I anoint myself. I feel it in my eyes, coating my eyes. And I was like, now I see why cannabis is important to eat, drink, smoke, and all of that. Because it goes to different parts of the body, right? And it's all about where you pulsating and you pushing it. Because cannabis also, aka horny goat weed, you know what I'm saying, it can stimulate the lower chakras. But if you really stern and you speak to the plant with the intentions and the affirmations and what you seek to receive out of it, then you could align that to whatever chakra or whatever aspect of your life you need to utilize it for in a righteous manner. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't want to be no chatty patty, but I did want to end it on this note and make sure I left all the vital information about cannabis and indulging in that psychedelic while you are on your life force essence, on your journey. Think about it, bro. The whole world smoke cannabis now. I remember when a lot of people wasn't even fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But they be smoking cannabis because they running from stress and shit and all type of shit. I be using that cannabis to heal my body, mind, and soul. I don't get high, I get medicated. So, you know what I'm saying? Watch how you talk to the plant. Watch how you talk to yourself. You did? But, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and end this note. I got to go ahead and do 75 more push-ups. I'm probably going to drop a push-up challenge soon. I'm building the body back up. I haven't ate anything but drunk coconut water, and I ate the jelly out of one coconut And then tomorrow I'm gonna go on another coconut fast. So this would be a 3-day coconut fast. I want to be able to push it for 4 to 5. But I ain't gonna lie, boy, my body, I said I need my strength. You know what I'm saying? My body looking like a crackhead, but I don't mind because it's healthy though. It's not always about having that weight. But you know you need your strength. But anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all know what the motherfucking vibe is, man. 888, peace and prosperity. This rotation is the greatest in every rotation. After that, we're going to be all we could be and be the best we could be. Choices, chances, and changes. Dedication, determination, and discipline. Hello? Yes, sir. If it ain't add value to you, and don't add value to it. My 2 cents, you either cash out, throw it in the wishing well, and wish me well, man. Everything I say, take it with a grain of salt, to each his own. I don't eat what you and you don't shit what I eat. Yeah, so always do your research. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you new, you don't know what to do, hit D or the above, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Respect to the tribe, the La Familia. For vibing with me, man. For everything, all the type of engagements, you understand what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to everybody that love me and hate me, because guess what? Y'all keep the world turning and people make the world go round. Peace and prosperity. Oasis. Motherfucker, like, hold up, I ain't done. I feel like I left one more vital part out about the cannabis, bro, and the psychedelics. You know, I pretty much gave it to y'all blood raw, how it could save your eyesight, you know, but at the same time, it could be burning the fibers within your body if you overindulge in it, right? You know what I'm saying? So everything in moderation. And, yeah, bro, don't overdo it. You know when it's time and you know when it's not time. But grow your own shit. Go on seedmans.com or Seed Supreme. I'ma fuck with y'all. Oasis.